friend drove by in a cab and was like, "Hey, what's up, dude? Do you need a ride?" It was like the weirdest turn of events.
Did you call the guy, like, bad words?
The guy in the black car?
Yeah.
No, I have a reputation to uphold for my 6 fans, just in case one of them, was in the street. So,
I was so mad at cab once that even after I got a lift, and it took me an hour to get a cab. It was like you said, in the rain. It's just a pain in the ass. So I get out, and I notice a cab with his light on, and I'm like, "What? Now there's a cab?" So I hailed him. He pulled over, and I go in the window and go, "Ha ha! I don't even need you." And then I said some bad racial epithet, and he drove away. It was terrible. I was just so angry at cab drivers in general, and the fact that it took me an hour to get a cab, and the second I got out of the cab, there was another cab, and he was all ready for action.
It reminds me of my Murphy's Law poster.
Oh, Jimmy.
But you'll fly loose with the racial slurs at any... You don't...
I tend to use them when appropriate. I wouldn't just blurt them out for no reason.
No, I don't think it's like Tourette's.
You know what it is? It's the thing about racial epithets. It's the worst possible thing you can call somebody. And if you dislike someone or have a problem with somebody, why are you holding back? Well, you stupid idiot, poopy head. What are you going to call him? I'm going to pull out the howitzer. I'm gonna make someone as mad as I can by calling them the worst thing possible. Why wouldn't you? If you can't stand somebody,
I yell C. I'll yell the C frequently.
I've done that, but I'll use racial epithet C or MF.
Jesus God!
I'll never drop the big one.
You N-word C.
I'll never drop the big one. Not to somebody
larger than you.
Or yes. Well, it's usually the case. When the windows are all rolled up, I might drop the. But I'll do it like a ventriloquist because you people read lips. I've noticed that. You could say it in your car, and they'll look at you like, "What did you say in your car that I couldn't hear?"
It's hard to read the letter N.
Yeah,
you don't have
to say N or M. I'm not sure.
You don't have to be a lip reader. If you're black and you look over and you see one white guy screaming one word loudly at you.
It's not graduate.
I have such a clear visual of you behind the windows of your car yelling.
Oh, I know.
Yelling the N, and I can you can hear it. It is
the only
so
hope
enunciated.
The only hope I have is I see him making the 2 G's.
That's the dead giveaway. No, it's not usually racial epithets like that. Like if there's cab drivers, I will use some of those racial epithets.
Will you blow fog onto the window and just write it in?
And then just write it in. The fog, it starts like cooling off and going away, the defroster, so they only see the ER.
Yeah, they go, what?
Slow down. Slow down. I want you to get all the letters. Hold on. Follow me here.
Why did he write un? No, that means UN. UN.
Back to the UN. Why?
UN.
Yeah. Why did he write Is he trying to think of something?
I'm not Regin.
Another break time. More break time as per Stunt Brain. He's the guy. Don't worry. Eventually we'll take calls at 877-212-ONDA, 877-212-ONDA, and we'll take your goddamn phone call.
What are you at Bananas, Patrice?
Yeah,
Patrice,
I'm at Bananas in Poughkeepsie, March 27th, 28th. That is the Poughkeepsie Bananas, 845-462-3333. March 27th and 28th, I'm at the lovely Poughkeepsie Bananas, and I was at Hasbrook.
That's the one.
Hasbrook Heights this past weekend. It was fantastic. I'd like to thank everybody who came out, man. My self-esteem was high after this weekend.
Nice.
Had a good time, man. Yeah. Seriously.
I want to talk about your that meat-eating vegetarian
thing.
We were going off on it during a break, and it's very interesting. Patrice's logic. I thought, he went kind of veggie on us, and his reasoning is a bit beyond me, but we'll talk about that after we get back from the break.
What helps me do it.
877
Health doesn't.
212-ONDA. Right back. I like where this kicks in. Hi. Opie and Anthony show. Opie's oot. Opie's oot today, as they say in Canada. Oot. Where is he, Philly? They got snow there too, right?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. He's at a birthday party at 6 in the morning, I guess. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I don't know what that was all about. Yeah, it's a big 50th birthday party thing for his father-in-law.
And it was, I guess it was like a weekend-long thing.
Was it?
I don't know, yeah.
Are they both celebrating their 50th? Is that what it is? They got both their names on the cake.
He also attended the benefit for that police officer
Mr.
who
Kite?
was killed.
I see, that's a Beatles thing.
And
Car crash would have been nice, but I got the volume up on that. Oh, Jesus.
if anyone wants to donate, the information's on onaradio.com and on Opie's Twitter to the fallen officer.
What was the benefit?
I'm not sure. I just got a message. There was a fundraiser for the family of the officer.
Yeah. Here, another cop got shot in Philly, huh?
Yes.
God damn, it's amazing.
Philly's like the highest crime rate in the country right now or something. It's a shambles.
They like to
there.
call it Philadelphia, which is fitting. Especially with the cops. They just don't seem to care about shooting cops anymore. What if he's a bad cop? You know? We own some people on the papers. A bad cop, a dirty cop involved with drugs.
They'd like a story like that, wouldn't they?
Yeah! What happened?
I know.
That's fantastic.
People on the papers, I stand on them so I can see over the counter.
Yeah. What if he was a wig-wearing cop? Goddamn Pacino.
What's that from?
It's just the transition of Pacino. The first one is in The Godfather, where he just kind of talks like this. Okay, it's my father. That's Luca Brasi. He works for my father. And then after a while, it's just, oh, yeah!
Isn't that the worst? You try to watch Godfather 3 and believe that guy's Michael Corleone?
No, it's not.
My son ain't no opera singer.
Yeah, opera singer.
Yeah, it's horrible.
What are you talking about? Why don't you walk next to me in this trench so I look taller?
While we're on the subject, how dare they replace Robert Duvall with George Harrison? Or George Hamilton.
George Harrison. Yeah, as the consigliere.
I would have believed George Harrison more than George Hamilton.
Duvall did price himself out on purpose. He didn't want to do it.
Didn't want to do it?
Yeah.
Well, I understand you get rid of Duvall because of money, but you couldn't find anybody better than George Hamilton? I mean...
He's in every just stupid...
he's not in every anything.
He was in that Dracula movie.
Yeah, and he was in Zorro the Gay Blade. Remember that movie?
Right.
Yeah.
He's known for his tan.
Yeah.
That's it.
And here's the guy we're going to put next to Michael Corleone.
Yeah, that's why that movie I don't even consider it one of the Godfather movies. I see and it sucks because you're going around the channel guide trying to see what's on. There's nothing on. You see, Godfather 3, bah.
Yeah, I know.
You don't want to watch it.
I know.
It stinks.
That scene where he's having the stroke. Fredo! Fredo!
Pathetic.
Movie sucks. All right.
In between the segments of the show during the breaks, we've been discussing Patrice and his newfound vegetarianism. How long have you been a vegetarian?
3 months.
3 months.
No.
So no meat at all.
No
and this
meat.
isn't like some people have varying extents of vegetarianism. Some people eat fish, and they consider themselves like not a vegetarian, but not a meat eater. And then other people are like, nothing with a face or a family. I don't need anything with face or family.
I'm going that way. That's how I'm able.
Face and family.
Well, no, not necessarily, but other than health. Health is not the thing that gives me the power not to have willpower not to eat certain things.
That's the big question, because a lot of people they've gone over to vegetarianism for different reasons. I know people that do it for health.
I do it for health. But my platform to be able to not eat meat and dairy is not health.
Because if it was just health, then you'd look at steak and go, I got to eat this.
I'm going to eat it. It's just health, I wouldn't be able to do it.
So you have another reason.
Because I haven't eaten veal my entire life.
Based on
the fact that see how they made veal.
Oh, those lazy little animals. They just stand there and they don't run around. Living the life of Riley.
You just want to pinch their fat little cheeks and then sink your teeth into that rump.
Veal always reminds me of the little kids from Midnight Express.
Oh, the warden's kids.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'll slap a veal's face in a second.
Oh, just the veal watching you slap somebody's feet with a stick.
The warden's kids, that fat ass, that jerk.
As he's just walking his kids to school.
His kids dressed like two fat girls,
and then
walking fast.
He's got to let him stop. Tweedledee and Tweedledum, they look like. Oh. And then he's got to stop there and let them watch him beat some convict's feet. And then he's like, all right, back off to school,
fat
kids.
Little pieces of veal.
Oh, they're the worst.
I haven't eaten veal my whole life, and that's when I'm eating meat. So
and that's based on the cruelty to the veal.
That's based on that. I watched it, and I'm like, is that what that animal has to go through for me to just sit down and may or may not finish eating it?
You ever have veal marsala?
I might have, but
it could be.
I had chicken marsala.
Yeah, chicken marsala's good. Veal marsala could be the greatest thing ever made.
Meal. Capers on veal marsala, isn't it?
Love it.
Isn't it capers on that?
Caper. It's a rat turd. No, it is a caper. It's Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Which one's the marsala?
Marsala's like the brown sauce. And
it's fried.
Yeah.
Brown sauce, capers. I think capers.
I don't like the marsala one.
Little sliced thin veal, and then with the brown marsala sauce.
Oh. I understand it's also delicious, the forearm of a baby. I understand those are delicious.
So tender.
It's just too mean. I can't eat veal either. I refuse to eat veal. I tease veal and I'll hit them if they're alive.
Make fun of their weight and then punch them in the stomach.
I'll punch them in the side of their muscleless leg.
A little baby arm hoagie. No mayonnaise, just oil and vinegar.
I'd love to know the God's honest truth, because I've seen the PETA propaganda films and everything like that. Now, hold on. I've seen those films. I would love to know the absolute truth. I've seen the behind-the-scenes cams of horrible things happening at slaughterhouses. The thing is, you could take a hidden camera into any business at all, and you'll find some bad crap going on somewhere.
Right.
But that doesn't mean the majority of the places suck.
But this is what I'm saying. After I saw, this is true, after I saw how they did veal, okay, after I saw they did veal, I didn't want to watch anything else on how they made animals.
How they prepare
because
animals?
I wanted to keep eating animals. Yeah, so I wouldn't watch it.
They are tasty.
Because that's back when that show. Remember that show came out? The show that used to be on called That's Incredible, and then they had Those Amazing Animals.
Those Amazing Animals.
So that was the first and only time I've ever seen live baby seal clubbing was on that show. It was shocking.
On Those Amazing Animals,
Those Amazing Animals.
Look how amazing they take it.
Yeah.
Why would they show that on
because
Those Amazing Animals?
They're terrible baseball players.
Because the thing, I remember the guy, he goes, I don't know if it was Burgess Meredith. I think Burgess Meredith was, That's Incredible.
Burgess Meredith?
No, he was not. That's Incredible. Wasn't that?
No, that was John. It was the guy that hosted Hollywood Square.
John Davidson?
John Davidson.
But he goes.
Let's just throw around 70s hat.
No, it was him though.
I think it was
Davidson,
Byron
the music
Allen
man.
and Joanne Woodwick.
No, that was real people. Wasn't it Byron Allen, Skip Stevenson,
Sarah Purcell?
Wow, you are good, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Skip's dead. Stevenson, yeah,
he's dead.
Is he?
Yeah.
The ninja?
No, drugs.
What
was he getting?
It was the ninja. I don't know. He just came off a little effeminate.
I think it was a drug overdose.
How about that?
Man. What was it? Oh,
Club Seal.
So the baby, because I remember he came on. He goes, "Hey, ladies and gentlemen,
we have a lot of fun watching animals do fun things, but let's get a little serious." Oh, I know you got to have some maudlin speech.
Yeah, and then they just showed it, and then what I noticed about it, other than how one is if I want to wear a baby seal coat.
Yeah.
And this is another thing. I'm a hypocrite because I have big leather boots on and a big leather jacket with sparkles.
Leather.
So something died. I mean, I'm not crazy. Mm-hmm. But anyway, what I remembered about that bothered me was the club in itself was messed up, but the mothers were screaming for the animals. That's the first time. I had to be 11. And I said, wow, the mother is just screaming for the life of this baby. And that's what affected me. So, up to this point, let's fast forward to 40 years later and diabetes and high blood pressure later. I was just reading the book because Noriega, he's a Nori rapper. Okay, you know Nori. Joe.
I thought you were
He lost 80 pounds. No, not Noriega, not the strongman. Not the rapper Noriega. He was talking about he lost like 75 pounds, 80 pounds. He was like 300 pounds, but he was 5'9". But he lost a lot of. He said he read this book called Skinny Bitch.
Skinny Bitch.
It's a book for models to be skinny. So
take 2 fingers, touch back and forth, repeat after every meal.
So basically, how they approach it is they approach it with the idea of this. It's like, say if you smoke, if I care about you, I'm gonna go, hey man, Anthony, come on, I'm gonna have an intervention. I'm gonna go, can you not smoke? Man, I love you. I want you to live. If I don't care about you, I'm gonna go, smoking's gonna kill you. Listen, you want to go down to the bar? Like, if I don't care, smoke until you die. Good enough. You know smoking's going to kill you, so fair enough. So that's how this book approaches telling you about how to eat, which is, I don't know you, and I don't care. You know what I mean? But I'm going to tell you that this is not healthy, and this is this and this. Ultimately, it's helping me to not eat meat, not based on health, because meat is delicious.
Yeah.
It's delicious. Mm-hmm. It's the fact of what got me not to eat it is, and this is the thing I'm being attacked for off air.
Yeah.
Is a section called "You Are What You Eat." Okay, and it just and I applied it.
Very original title.
It's just.
Is that after the Hang In There Baby chapter?
There's a chapter called "The Grass Is Always Green."
Wait, what is I think it is you are what you eat. I think. But what the hell? I lost my. Oh, so basically, when you're eating, and this is what I get from the baby seal thing, which I can relate. They beat when they kill these animals. Okay, I think it's known fact that pigs and cows are smart. They're as smart as dogs, if not smarter. So if you're killing a pig or a cow in a room, their buddies see this dude going through all of this pain and suffering. Yeah. And basically, the idea was you're eating the suffering. You're eating the stress. You're eating the high blood pressure. You're eating the cruelty of what's going on. So basically, it helped me not to eat. The idea of eating the cruelty that they're going through their veins helped me not to eat. Now, I wouldn't say that for you not to eat it. If you don't want to eat, I don't want to eat meat. But I know if I don't want to eat meat, I'm not going to win by approaching it with the health way.
I understand.
That's it.
If you're rationalizing it that way so you can sustain yourself being a vegetarian and not eat meat, that's one thing. Yeah. If you actually believe in some kind of voodoo thing that you're getting into, that their stress is sitting there.
You have like high blood pressure,
being
right?
murdered. Nah, Patrice.
Do you have any health issues?
My cholesterol was really high.
I'm eating your bad cholesterol. It's a fact. I'm going to eat your bad cholesterol because it's in your veins.
Sure, you cook me in a big pot.
When you die, if I eat you...
Bunga, bunga, binga, bunga.
Bunga, 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 binga, binga. I'm going to be eating...
I'm going to be eating with a few Lipitor.
Yes. Do you take Lipitor? I'm eating your Lipitor. Yeah. I'm going to be eating what's going through your system. It's just... It makes sense to me. Well, it does make sense. What do you say, Joe? You have bad joints? What do you think if I'm eating you? I'm going to be eating a healthy critter? I'm eating a bad joint, happy critter.
It'll be easier to crack a windshield. Rip his arm right off.
That dead, happy Egyptian, that bad joint wing. Yeah. Give me a little slice of the rosa.
Tim Burton movie joint.
Give me some, can you bake that? Can you bake that? Because I want his dirty, oily joints inside of me, please.
Give me some corpse bride.
Listen, not going to be... Okay, go ahead, John.
This is the only thing I want to say to you.
That's not the only thing we go.
I was
Let's be honest.
I was giving you crap on the break about this. I agree with what Anthony just said. Dude, you just said to me we were on break, Joe, you're smarter than that argument. Patrice, I know you're smarter than thinking, let me finish this. I know you're smarter, A, than thinking you're absorbing the stress.
No woes. Well, I'm not going to let you put your words. Absorbing is, you're going to say the essence. I said, if you're eating certain parts of the animal, if an animal is stressed, does stress go through your body? Does high blood pressure go through your body?
You're absorbing it. If you're saying
eat someone's high blood pressure.
Yes.
How do you eat someone's high blood pressure?
If somebody eats meat, are they going to not be eating what? They might not get it, but they're going to be eating what I am.
Your heart's beating. Once your heart stops, your blood pressure is zero.
Your hypertension or your clogged arteries, if they get a nice piece of, say, Patrice hamstring.
Yeah.
And that's not
It might be a little more fatty than
there may be something in there. If you got a bad, we eat all kind of stuff in animals.
They would just make you into
chopped meat. We eat animal kidneys. We eat the liver. If I ate somebody's bad liver, if I ate Danny's liver,
you'd crack your teeth on it like it's a rock.
I wouldn't be eating a healthy liver. I'll be eating a bad liver.
But do you understand? That's what, and this is in theory. It's supposed to work like this. The USDA is supposed to keep tabs in check to make sure.
Can we not go there, please?
I'm just
you gotta go there.
There isn't a disease. It's not supposed to be a diseased animal. In the third world, I know they sometimes do get through, but the majority of the meat we have in this country
is inspected. That's another thing.
Yeah,
it's dead.
I hope so.
But that helps me.
Get the door.
But that helps me because once you're dead, you're rotting. So I'm saying, no, even if you're in the freezer, I'm applying it to us. If people just said, if something came down and said we're gonna eat people, if you die, as soon as you die, and I put you in the freezer, you're still a rotting corpse. I'm eating a rotting corpse. I know you can rationalize why this is goofy. But but it helps me not to eat meat.
But that's fine.
It's a running dead corpse. It's dead.
But it's delicious.
It is delicious. And that's what I'm saying. It's scrumptious. I want a veal scallopini
medium rare
right now.
steak.
Are you serious? Let me tell you something. The biggest, I went to Fort Lauderdale, and the biggest crisis I've had since I've stopped eating meat was a Wetzel pretzel, hot dog, a pretzel wrapped up in a hot dog wrapped up in a pretzel with
Does sound tasty.
It sure does.
with pepperonis baked into the.
Holy moly!
So and then they had the dipping
Just
mustard.
take it right to my thighs. Oh, good gravy.
It actually comes with a trip in an ambulance.
I curled up outside that place, and I think I was crying at.
You wanted one.
But what helped me get through is just a little piggy eyes going, "Hey, don't kill my friend." I said, "All right, cool," and then I was able to fight it. If it was about health, wouldn't have made it.
Dog has personality.
Dog has personality.
Patrice,
China, they eat dogs. We don't eat dog, but they will eat a dog. Can you imagine? Okay, I'm in China and I want to eat, and one of the main focal points of eating is a dog, right? Yeah. The only way I couldn't eat a dog is to think about how much. Like I got a puppy, and if the puppy goes once, I'm like, oh man. Please don't let. I gotta go check on him. Yeah. I lock him up a little bit, and I gotta go do what I gotta do. And the first, I'm like, oh. And then imagine if I said, all right, come on now, 47 of you, I'm gonna kill all of you while one's going, whap, whap, whap. Now cows don't go, but they sit there and their boy is getting chopped up. And then their boy,
actually.
Yeah. And that's another thing. That's another thing with the milk and the this and the that. It's still cows. We drink cow's milk, okay? Yeah. You only get milk from pregnant animals. We don't need milk because cow's milk is there to make a small calf into a 1,000-pound animal. Yeah. Human milk is there to make a 10-pound baby or a 9-pound baby into a 20-pound baby, and that's what milk's for. We don't need milk. And here's the thing, I'm not preaching. I always known that. I always felt that. I felt like we're not meat eaters. We're not natural meat eaters. A natural meat eater is I jump out of a tree and bite your meat off. That's a meat eater. We're not that. Our intestines, I don't know how long they are, but they're really long. Yeah. It takes months. That's why we're getting fire hoses stuck in our booty to rinse out our colons. I'm not making a speech. I'm saying I always wanted to try to not eat these things. That's fine. And the only way I can do it is that way.
You gotta rationalize it that way.
Yes.
That's fine. But
that's different.
The truth of the matter is, moderation. You could eat anything in moderation. If you're eating steak every night, who says that? It's just
the USD, Anthony.
USDA has said anything in moderation. No, it's one of those things where, like, if you're eating steak every night, you lift your health up. If you're just having a steak every so often, and then vegetables, and you keep it well balanced and everything like that, you're not chugging milk down by the gallon. I know people that take anything and start drinking. I know that's what some people do.
We do not. Okay, do you think that
a little milk on cereal? You think that we need a big fat pig?
We have the got milk thing.
Yeah.
Do you think that we need as people to eat or drink cow's milk?
We don't need to, but we do because
why not squirrel milk? Why not gorilla milk?
That's disgusting.
Why cow milk not disgusting?
Because cows don't rip your faces off when you're trying to get near them.
Why not pigeon milk? This is what I'm saying.
Patrice, you know how much you don't. Do you ever watch Survivor, man? Watch that show. You'll see how much you don't need to do. I mean, you can live off of scallions and things you pick out of the woods, but you don't do it. I mean, we all take things you don't need.
It's delicious. But we're not supposed to eat.
Why? Because we don't have teeth? Because we're not opposable thumb. We make knives and forks. We give people things out.
You think that we have no phones to eat meat?
Why to do everything? We lost our teeth because we came up with utensils because we use our brain instead of our brawn.
Okay, now you're calling me a
we gotta go running across our goddamn
You're saying that Darwin
specific reason we grew thumbs, but the way we can build things, we can make things to make up for our physical shortcomings. Like, we don't have the huge teeth that you need to sink into the throat of a gazelle, but we have a gun to take it down with.
But
We
you
have
eat
knives to
healthy.
chop them up with.
You eat healthy.
I try.
You're eating grapes.
Yes.
You're eating a bagel.
Look at this big fat veal grape.
Why do you eat healthy at all? You eat very healthy, and you eat healthy because you had a health scare.
Yeah,
And
I don't like
you stopped eating. And why did you think you had high cholesterol?
because I was eating too much steak.
Exactly. Any steak.
No,
Any.
too much. Every night I had beef. Every night.
What do you need beef for?
It's delicious.
You know what I
Here again.
You know what I do? It helps me. 'Cause I feel the same way with the animal cruelty. Like, I don't want to eat I do eat meat, but the way I try to help out is like I'll order veal and steak and then just throw it in the garbage.
What you like to eat, you don't find wrapped up in the butcher.
Well, I like
you
to
find on its knees in a bed.
Wrapped up in a plastic bag in a dumpster.
Like I'll buy the baby seal coat, but I just can't wear it. It's just too cool. But the hats are so fun.
We gotta take a break, of course. Where are you gonna be, man?
I'm gonna be.
Joe's plug annoys me, by the way.
It doesn't?
Yes.
I knew I was gonna get guff for this. I'm gonna be at the on March 7th at the Harrisburg Midtown Arts Center at the grand opening of the Harrisburg.
How big is that?
It's a Joe DeRosa gig.
It's like a big theater gig.
It's
in Harrisburg.
Yeah, Jim, it's all. Please, it's all I have next weekend.
I'm not saying you shouldn't do it, but it's in Harrisburg.
I'm sorry it's not as big as Patrice's boardroom gig at Bananas in Poughkeepsie, but
but I'll be at the Denver Improv before that. I mean, I was just giving my stuff around the way when I'm on vacation. I could just run and make a couple of.
I was wrong for trying to drag you into our meeting. I apologize.
Go ahead, middle, finish. Go ahead, slash. Because Joe's a something slash something. Go ahead, middle slash opener. Go ahead, do your thing. Who you open for?
Code dash whatever.
All right, 877-212-ONA. Yeah, we'll get to your calls. Don't worry. It's going to be 9 o'clock. People are going to go to my call. We'll be right back. As the announcer said, it's the Opie and Anthony show. Opie's away for the day, so we've loaded the studio.
The Medea movies do, but who else?
$1 billion white dollars. Like, it's Mickey Rourke.
Mickey Rourke.
Yeah,
little kid face.
His only thing is going to be he should just play just heavies, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
And you can't even play like Vin Diesel trying to be the good guy hero thing doesn't work. Like, you know what's Triple X?
That's what's going on with. With Eddie Murphy, that's what's going on with Eddie Murphy is that at some point he got caught up into family friendly, which is where all the money is, I guess. But
when you see people like Ice Cube doing that crappy,
Jesus.
What was he doing? That movie where his whole family.
Are you there yet? And are you done yet? Are you home yet? Are you there yet?
When they show like him falling backwards off a ladder as he's trying to fix the roof.
Yeah, that's good.
Shut up.
I think back to when I was 12 when I was such a big rap fan and Ice Cube scared me.
He was hardcore.
I was afraid of him. I was afraid of him because he just seemed like the realest dude ever.
Yeah.
And now he's driving minivans around, or teaching kids to play football. If one more hard, tough guy is teaching kids to play football in a movie, I swear to God.
That's the thing. No one has. So I guess we won't understand what the mentality.
Understanding. There's something that goes with like your. I don't know.
Clint Eastwood has kids.
Say that again?
Yeah. Clint Eastwood has kids.
He's still making.
Yeah, but also Clint Eastwood can do anything he wants. So if you can do anything you want, I mean, Eddie can do anything he wants, but not really. Clint Eastwood is a guy that can do anything he wants to do. Eddie Murphy still is, he's still at, like, the only dude that can do anything he wants now is Will Smith. Like, he's the only person I know that can do anything he wants in a movie where he can play good guy, bad guy, dead, the dark.
But do you think he could? Do you think he could really go out on a limb? I mean, I think he's got a box office responsibility to fulfill here. I don't think he could go and turn around and start doing.
Well, he made sugar. What is this thing? Chocolate? What is this last thing?
7 pounds.
7 pounds. That was like
sugar chocolate.
Whatever. I don't know.
What the hell is sugar chocolate?
I didn't want to see it. It might as well be called sugar chocolate.
That true diabetic would say that. The movie is called 7 pounds. How much sugar and chocolate would I like?
I just hadn't, there was nothing in me to see that movie.
But did it bomb? It was a bomb, wasn't it?
Because it was a nothing movie.
What was it about? I kept seeing posters for it. I never even saw a trailer.
Some guy feels guilty about something and gives up his organs.
But see, Will Smith is
the end.
Will Smith is bigger than the. See, he's at the point where Tom Cruise was. He's bigger than the movie's name.
Yeah.
He's just like it's like Will Smith and then the movie. The movie it doesn't even matter.
He could sell a movie, but Eddie Murphy was at that point in his career years ago, and he somehow
I would say it was over at Beverly Hills Cop 3 was when that was a wrap.
Well, because he made Beverly Hills Cop 3. The guy should have
No, but he made Nutty Professor after that. Nutty Professor was all right, man.
It was good, but he went the wrong direction. I think what happened is, I think Boomerang should have been the way he went. He was becoming an older, smoother dude. There was younger. Martin Lawrence was coming up, and David Alan Grier was coming up. There was younger, hungrier, funny guys. He was more of an older, smooth funny, and he should have went into that place where he was just like a Billy D. Williams. Right, Boomerang wasn't a failure. It was a failure. See, Boomerang, Eddie Murphy should be having what Tyler Perry has. Tyler Perry is winning, but it's not blockbuster 200 million. It's blockbuster just the black people. That's a blockbuster to just have one group love you enough to make you the box office.
Tyler Perry's movies stink.
I can't
so bad.
I mean,
they stink. Bobby Kelly's the funniest thing because we were talking about Eddie Murphy, and he goes, Tyler Perry is trying to be Eddie Murphy. He goes, he's not even trying. He just puts that wig on. He doesn't even attempt to look like a woman.
But that's where Eddie Murphy should have went. Eddie Murphy should have went strictly black, but he had to go family. When we chase white dollars too, if you make $1 million black dollars, that's a lot of money. But people try to chase $1 billion white dollars. Like, it's just.
But why does? I think it's great that Tyler Perry is catering to what you're saying he's catering to. But why do the movies have to stink so bad? They stink, dude. They're bad movies, Patrice.
Why are you?
No, I'm asking.
No, you're not. Don't flip up. You was talking to convince me.
No,
I didn't argue with you.
I'm saying why.
I'm not a fan of Medea's this and
they're fucking terrible.
House of Pain. I'm not fans of that.
Sorry.
He is goddamn.
Yeah, I'm not into that. I'm just not into that.
They're terrible.
Eddie Murphy, wow, lifetime gross is $3.5 billion.
And Eddie's still funny. The donkey in Shrek is one of the funniest things going on, man. It's just...
The cartoon voice things are totally different.
He's just a funny guy,
man. You can't F up things. Like, even...
He was good in another 48 hours.
Like, we were talking about Ice Cube and having no more street cred as far as that because of what he did. It doesn't matter what you do as a cartoon voice. You could still be like...
He still has street cred.
Does he?
He still has street cred. Ice Cube doesn't... Because if you're a fan of Ice Cube... You can always go back to NWA.
Yeah.
Because you don't feel like he was a phony dude. What you do now, you feel like he is 40-something years old.
Yeah.
Eventually, you do have to go through some kind of metamorphosis.
Yeah, but he totally went like white man. Like
it's that white money.
He went from the guys he hated,
people love
singing about the guys he hated,
money.
He became that guy.
And then if you don't have any black money, I saw the biography of Mr. T.
Wow.
Once white people got done with Mr. T,
then I got a mohawk.
They threw him in the dumpster, him and his goal. They just were done with him.
You know what?
Because he went after white money. He didn't go after, like, it just wasn't like a niche where he goes, this money and these people, if I stay loyal to these people forever, then it's like Quentin Tarantino. Mm-hmm. He stayed this kind of boutique dude.
Yeah.
He never really left and tried to be just like a Steven Spielberg guy. He was this guy,
indie guy still,
and he's keeps staying that guy.
Who else has gone for black dollars though? You're saying like the Medea movies do, but who else?
Ice Cube did at first.
Well,
Friday and Boys in the Hood, and I mean that was a
Kid and Play.
Kid and Play. They probably got millions from those goofy movies, but it was like. When I'm saying white dollars, I don't mean white people dollars. I mean family, like the white it's not just the color. It's an idea.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it's like just to make white people comfortable. It's like some of those movies. There's some white people who are not white who want to see gangster stuff, who want to see these things. But it's everybody go look. Rock just decided. I'm going to make the game plan. He went from promising in terms of his first movie thing, which he was playing this warrior. But it's
Scorpion King.
When he was in The Mummy, That's the Scorpion King that he did from when he was in The Mummy to the one we actually made. The Scorpion King was the difference between Conan the Barbarian and Conan the Destroyer. If you watch Conan the Barbarian, it was gangster. That was a bad movie. Dark, evil, nasty movie. Conan the Destroyer was Grace Jones and Will Chamberlain and a lot of skipping. And a lot of love.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm sure Duck was in it, too. Duck has to be in it for it to be. And that's what I'm saying. Rock should be sick. He should kill somebody in a movie.
But you know what Rock did, or what Ice Cube did that exemplifies how cheesy he's become, unfortunately, with the Rock's not doing at least. The Rock at least went 100% in that direction. He's like, I'm going to be the kids guy. Ice Cube puts out Are We There Yet? And then still puts out a record talking about I'm gangster, I'm hard, and it's the two things together. They clash so hard. Makes you look at the movie and go, "There's no, come on, man,
some
really."
People, I've never met Ice Cube, but Ludacris, when he was on the show, he was like, "I am the He created the character rapper of Ludacris, and the actor Chris Atkins or whatever his name is, and the rapper Ludacris, Chris Bridges, and then the rapper. It's like they create these." This is the thing. As the longer you're in show business, and again the Mr. T thing, they said that Mr. T didn't continue because he wouldn't play that game. He made a zillion dollars off the back of himself, just like and he had one guy hook him up, Sylvester Stallone. He had him cuff him. Said, "Man, make you Clubber Lang." He did that. He made $1 billion off of himself. Yeah, and then after he went down and he had to kind of depend on Hollywood to keep him afloat, they go, "Oh, no. You didn't kiss our ass at that meeting. You didn't eat sushi with us. Yeah, no. You got to go. I told the kids to stay in school." So when I'm saying black dollars, I don't mean black dollars, Jimmy. I mean just rated R to NC-17 dollars. I'll take that. Yeah. I'll take NC-17. Why do I have to always have PG-13 in my life?
When I know, well, they do that. It's for the money.
For the money.
For the money. When you talk about Ice Cube, though, it is true. He tries to portray himself as still being hard. And the thing is, like, you talk about Ludacris saying he invented this character. I never thought Ice Cube was putting on a character in NWA. That was like, you were scared at the thought of going to South Central, listening to that stuff.
When I first heard Straight Outta Compton,
my God.
I remember where I was. I remember. I said, who are these? I thought these were people from another planet. Yes. I was in Boston, and I said, "You're straight out of where?"
Yeah, right.
These guys are horrifying.
Patrice.
It was the scariest crap I ever heard.
Same
hold the thought. Stunt Brain's going to go gangsta on us.
Balls he threw his ball at somebody's head. Boing!
All that road game he's been using, I'm going to ruin it in one day by not taking breaks. His hair's falling out of his head. He's going nuts. All right, we got to take a break, but we shall return. Please don't go anywhere. Yes, it is. The Opie and Anthony Show. Hi. But I knew it was happening. They told me, we're going to steal this guy's car and just take the parts. I go, what are you crazy? What are you going to do with the car? I'm going to take it into the woods, just dump gas on it and burn it. I was like, you guys, I go, I want no part of this. I go, I'm not even happy you told me. So I'm sitting there watching TV.
You saw it.
And I hear sirens in the background. And I was like, because I knew when they were going, where they were dumping it and everything. And I just hear the sirens from the fire department. And I'm like, oh my God, I know about this.
But what if, didn't you feel like, what if they had to start doing the Goodfellas, covering it up?
Just
and they just find you in an ice box?
Frozen carbone hanging up in the meat truck.
Just kill you. Just
nice
like, ice pick.
Anthony knows about this. Maybe you told him.
Why would you tell me that?
That's what I was pissed that they told me. I'm like, I don't want to know. Yeah, they got caught.
Thank God, because I'm saying this conversation now is implicating.
Nah, it's statute of limitations. It's a long time ago.
And they didn't give you any pressure to jump in? This sounds like, I like this 1950s Stand By Me crime.
Yeah.
You're in or you out? What are you, chicken, Anthony?
No, I wanted no part of it. I don't know why they told me. But they told me everything, what they were going to do. We're taking the parts. I hate that mother F. I'm going to take his car.
And when you said no, they were just like, okay.
They didn't even ask me to get involved.
They were just
They were just telling me, like, hey, guess what we're doing tonight? Like, oh, what, hanging out? You going, drink some whiskey or something in the woods? What are you doing? Oh, no, we're going to steal a car and burn it. Hey, thanks. I got to sit here shaking, thinking the cops are going to knock on the door, and then I got to try to look like I don't know. Like, I was expecting the cops to come to the door, and then me going like, I don't know anything. I'd try to seem like I didn't know anything, but I did know anything, and then I'd be screwed.
Is that because of the code of not snitching, or you just didn't want to be involved? Like,
didn't want to be involved, and if I knew something, I didn't know if I could be implicated as having pre-knowledge.
Would you have done time? Would you have snitched if you had to?
If I would have had to go,
if they said you've been implicated.
Your buddy Anthony's down there singing like a pigeon.
I was like, hey, I didn't ask to be
told.
What
could your mother do? You love your mom.
Yeah.
What is the most your mother can do, and you won't snitch on her?
Yeah, I'm probably in the same boat as you. I wouldn't. I'd just turn my head and make believe nothing happened.
No matter how violent and horrible.
Sink into a bottle of something and not talk about it. Push it to the back of my head like it never happened.
Would you do time for your moms?
Boy, that's a tough one.
No.
She's
no way.
She's 69 years old, She's had a great life.
Exactly. She's not going to get brutally raped in jail.
Exactly.
See my ass, Mom?
Some girl prison. Mom, she'll be dead in 6 years. Don't worry about that.
You'd go to prison for your mom?
No.
Okay. All right.
I wouldn't sit in a prison, but boy, no. I'm not going to prison for my mother. No.
Even visit my mother in prison.
I mean, but if I wouldn't either, because if I visit my mom and she's just sitting there frail in prison, I'd just be like, "Whoa, man, I feel hurt. I'd try to break her out."
Oh, yeah?
But because you can't get that much time for
you can break anyone out.
Sure you can.
Man,
especially your mom. Like, you need someone who's kind of nimble.
Here's the plan, see?
A big bomb with like a little string on it outside the prison wall, circle bomb.
Round 5 versus 5.
Tie a stagecoach to the bars.
Oh, I say, Mom, listen. All right, I need you to go and first get some plaster. Make a plaster head of yourself. I need you to get a raincoat, and I need you to go get the England sisters, and I need y'all to tie some stuff together.
Good job in the barber accordion.
Yeah.
No, the greatest breakout is Lex Luthor in Superman, where he makes the hologram.
A hologram of himself on his chest.
Yeah, it just looks over.
Hey, Luther, I said lights out. Hey, Patrice's mom, I said lights out.
That is a good one.
I think I would not do time for my mom.
Yeah.
I would definitely never, under no, if I was in a room